Welcome back to the show. I know that I said that I would be back Monday, but something happened on our Let's show that I thought couldn't wait. So it called for an emergency pop up show. We're here, we're going to cover it. We had a single mother who just went through the lineup like normal, and then something really crazy happened. She got into this exchange about the father of her child, her daughter specifically, and something crazy happened. She admitted something that was way left field. We're gonna get into it, but it put into perspective something that a lot of single fathers deal with. In my perspective, I've seen a lot of black male fathers deal with this, but I know that it isn't just black male fathers. It's other single fathers who are dealing with the court system, stuff like that. Men who are being kept away from their kids because a woman has bitter resentment towards him. Excuse me. It's gonna get interesting. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You certainly want to stick through the entire show. Very eager to touch this. There were some other interesting things that happened, but that's the main thing that I'm here to cover, and we're gonna get into it. It's a must. Hit the like button. We're of course looking for a show sponsor. Everything above 20 qualifies as a sponsor. We reach a goal of 100. I come back tomorrow and we react to the Kendra G stuff that I just found. So let's go ahead and do it like we normally do. Let's get that music started so that we can get going. How y'all doing today? Glad to be back. Let's spin the clip. I'm here. Let's get it, man. Let's make it happen.
My dog died alone.
My name is Nita. Nita,
My
how old
dog
are you?
died alone.
I am 30.
I hope you guys had a great Christmas. Hope all you guys had a good holiday. Glad to be back. I had a great holiday. Spent it with my family. Got a lot done. Took a nice little break. I'm ready to get back to work though. I don't like resting too long. Start to feel funny. Let's get it. Let's make it happen. Much love. Get y'all passports. I appreciate you. Just send what you can, bro. I appreciate what you can send. I'm glad that you're working hard, bro. Let's get it. How y'all doing? I'm glad to be back. Let's let off the AK. Let's go. We're not gonna let this weirdness ride, y'all. Let's get it. Let's make it happen.
Impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
We can't let stuff like this go unchecked, y'all. We got man. Listen. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you out there. It's time to cook, man. I don't know who these bras think they are, man. Not today. Not the motherfucking day. Let's go. I'm ready to get it. Where are my fathers at? This is your show. Where are my black fathers at? This is your show. This will get interesting. This will not be pleasant. I'm on straight war timing. Fathers under attack. Time to get it. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. We're going to burn through these archetypes. Then we're going to get to the lady we need to get to. I really want to give her the whole show. But the exchange is short. So it is what it is. Hit the like button. We're getting ready to start in a few minutes. Drop those locations. I want to see where you're tuning in from. There were a lot of old ladies on this show. But they look good though. They look but they look
Lord
good.
have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Thumbs up, thumbs up. Got Giselle in the building. Glad we got some women in the building. I love when we have women prominent in the chat. It's a good feel. It's a good feel when we have women just heavy in the chat. Brings balance to the conversation. How you doing? Like we got Jersey in the building. Las Vegas. What's up, Betty? Yeah. This definitely was the post-wall show
My dog
edition.
died alone.
No doubt. Definitely the post-wall. I think that I think that my time, I think that I have tomorrow when actually I don't have tomorrow. Oh man, this is the show. Nothing but a bunch of danger zone divas, a bunch of women far beyond their prime. I don't think that they know. We're gonna get into it. Some of them were sweet. Some of them had a good attitude. But again, I just think a lot of women don't understand that when you're past your prime, that means it's time. That means you can't ask for what you asked for when you were in your prime. It's that simple. What's up, Larry? How you doing? We got Larry representing East Harlem. Let's get it. New Jersey, Chicago in the building, Brooklyn. What's happening? We already got a show sponsor. Slim the Major says, tell them brothers to get in the boiler operator field. Much love, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. I like when the sponsor is already that's solidified before we even get the show started. Let's go ahead and spin the clip.
Years young.
And what do you do?
38.
I work in public health.
Okay, all right. So what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like everything involving outdoors. So hiking.
Merry Christmas, Robert. How you doing, bro?
Road trips.
Welcome.
Picnics, sports, outdoor sports. I love flag football, for example. Leadership is very important. Someone who's honest, vulnerable. Someone who's a safe space. And someone who, not only who's a safe space, but someone who has someone who has space to be present.
Okay.
Also someone who is just an all-around good man, good human being.
Now, what are some deal breakers?
The opposite of that.
Okay.
To include hygiene. That's very important. Also, a smoker, a heavy smoker. I don't mind someone who smokes cannabis here and there, but if you're pretty heavy on that, I can't do that.
Okay.
And if you have more than one child, that's a deal breaker as well.
Okay, cool. So we did get a pop balloon. Let's go on over there, see why he ended up popping. Your name and age?
Now, let me stop really quick. You see a lot of the really nitpicky standards when women go over 30. And this is what men in dating spaces are talking about when we say that the older women are the least touchable women. Because the older women in the dating market think that you're going to adhere to all these conditions, and they don't understand that they're up against a lot of stiff competition. And there are a lot of women who don't have a lot of standards, and we'll just go deal with them. And that's why you're losing. That's why you're so fine, old, and alone.
My name is Desmond. My friends call me Dr. Des. I'm 37 years old.
And Desmond, what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur, and I also work for the government. I have a doctorate degree, and I also work as a family nurse practitioner.
Okay. So why did you end up popping your balloon?
I do have a criteria. It's called a Des factor. It's just simple as ABC. I look at the appearance, I evaluate the brains, and also look at character. So she didn't pass the appearance factor.
All right, well then. Now, is Desmond someone that's your type?
You know, appearance-wise, I will say that there are some things that I wouldn't go for, but I like to get to know someone. So, you know, we would have to have a conversation and see where you are mentally. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, I'll have you head back that way. So we do have quite a few guys here today, so let me hand you a pick.
Okay.
All right, I'll have you hold on to that. And I am going to have you pop, let's go with 2 balloons.
Okay, 2 balloons.
Yes.
Oh. Why would you volunteer?
I got more than one kid.
Okay, hold on. So he volunteered because he got more than 1 kid. Now I'll have you pop 2 more. Okay, and then 1 more.
Oh, godly.
Actually, no, I think that's all right. Okay. Let's go here. All right, your name and age.
I'm Dan. I'm 40.
Okay, and Dan, what do you do?
I'm a GM of one of Las Vegas' greatest Greek grills, Yanni's, by the way.
Okay, nice. So what? I know you said you got more than one kid. How come you didn't pop when she mentioned that?
I just wanted to hear her out.
Okay.
You know, maybe me being persuasive could have made it work, but I don't play about mine.
Period. Okay. So is she someone that is your type though?
She cool. She tall. So
How tall are you?
I could look eye to eye.
Okay.
I'm 5'7".
5'7". Okay. Nice.
That's
So
tall
now
for
is
a
he
lady.
someone that's your type?
Yeah, that's somebody I will take some time to get to know at least.
Betty.
Yeah.
Thank you. Love your dimples. I got them too.
Thank you.
She does have a very good bone structure to her face.
All right. So you ended up popping under the balloon. Your name and age.
I'm Greg, 41.
Okay. And what do you do?
I'm a firefighter, entrepreneur, connoisseur.
So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
Like I like that. I was digging what she was saying. She's a gorgeous woman, and I was hearing what she had to say. I thought it was good vibes. She said nothing wrong to me.
Okay. Nice. So why'd you end up popping his balloon?
I think it's more so the energy that I'm feeling.
And he's crazy.
And
That is
because of
crazy.
that, normally I feel a level of energy that makes me kind of understand how I feel about you, I guess, in a way. So I guess there's really no attraction there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm live. I understand.
Cool. Thank you.
Respectfully.
Okay, let's head back this way. So we've got 5 guys left. Go ahead and ask them a question. Help you narrow it down.
Yes. So what do you value most in life and why?
All right. Let's come on this way. Name and age first.
Hello, my name is Oba. I'm 39.
And Oba, what do you do?
I am a project manager in the information systems field.
So her question.
Now, Eminem ATL says she's looking for a vibe. Yeah, anytime you see a woman over the age of 17 years old still talking that vibe stuff, just go ahead and get away from her. She hasn't matured.
Was what do you value most in life?
and why?
It's funny, I'm learning to value things like relationships because I've spent so much of my life kind of independent, kind of doing my own thing and going my own way. And I'm starting to really understand that the quality of your life is directly related to the quality of those relationships. So, yeah, that's what I value.
Okay.
Thank you.
Name and age.
Ice 44.
And Ice, what do you do?
I'm an author and I own my own logistics company.
Okay, cool. So if you want to go ahead and answer a question.
Time. I would say I value time. Time we can't get back. We're only here for a limited amount of time, and it's best that we enjoy it while we're here and make the best of it because we can't get it back.
Okay, cool. Name and age.
My name Reddy because I'm always ready, and I'm 42.
And Reddy, what do you do?
I'm a tattoo artist and I'm a piercer.
So if you want to go ahead and just answer a question.
Probably family. I grew up in a separated home, so I really want to be part of a loving family. I just lost my pops not too long ago, so I saw how death could really separate the family too. So just family.
Okay.
Thank you.
Name and age.
I'm Cedric. I'm 37.
All right. Cedric, what do you do?
I'm a business development specialist for a staffing agency and an entrepreneur too.
Okay. And then if you want to just answer her question.
Same as Oba, I would say relationships because you're the average of the 5 people that you associate with. So I think that your network is your net worth. So who you associate with matters. Like it speaks volumes of like your character and your personality.
Name and age.
I'm Jamie. I'm 38.
Jamie, what do you do?
I'm a contract administrator, a student, and I got the best abs in the city.
Shame on you. All right. If you want to go ahead and answer.
All right, that's enough. Between the 42-year-old, I'm ready. Calling yourself, they call me ready because I'm nicknames. Like again, man, we got it. We have issues with arrested development on the men's side too. I can't wait till we can get to the day where we can address the men a little bit because there's stuff and things in the black community that just you clowns, man. And I'm not saying that you're not good fathers, that in some aspects you aren't respectable men, but it's just.
Answer her question.
Yeah, I would have said time. I think time is very valuable, but just to be, unique in my own way, I would say knowledge, You know, I consider myself a lifelong learner, and I just think that it's amazing and phenomenal that, you know, no matter how much you know, you really don't know anything at all.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so I am gonna have you pop a balloon whenever you're
balloon?
ready. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
She was gonna pop, not you, sir. So why'd you end up? You were walking over here to pop his balloon. Why so?
Yes. Just your overall energy for me. I feel like when I look at you, I feel a level of tension, and I don't like that. What I feel when I feel that level of energy, that means you're not gonna get. I feel like I'm not gonna be my best self with you.
Why do you keep saying energy?
Shaving you. No, ain't nobody shaving.
Ma'am, it's this simple. You're too old. You're too old to still be talking like this. And you're not even a bad looking woman, but I see why nobody's cashed in on the package. Again, men, we're more practical. We move in the world in a more practical way. Logical. We're more logical than we'll ever be emotional. So when we are meeting older women and your head is still in the clouds and you're all still looking for astrology and you're like, oh, I didn't feel a vibe, but I didn't feel a tingle and all this other crap. Lady. Especially when talking about sophisticated men. We don't have time. Nobody has time for you're too old.
So that's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you beat her to the punch. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Why I pop my balloon? Well, I'm not really into women with short hair. But the way that she carried herself and the way that she present herself made me feel a different way about it. It made me want to see more of what she was about. But I agree that I don't think our energies really align like that, you know, because I don't want somebody that feel like they can't get with my energy, and I know.
Okay, get y'all passport. Says these men trying to sell themselves to y'all. Any one of us guys with charisma can smash at a bar before the clock strike 12 on New Year's Eve. Facts. You can smell it
How my energy is great energy. So
Energy,
if she couldn't
energy.
pick that up,
Not for you.
yeah. So,
Okay.
but I hope you found love, Nina.
Thank you.
I'm back. All right, so we've got 4 guys left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
How do you define success in life?
Okay. How do you define success in life? Let's go there and come back.
Yeah.
Have these questions.
Over here.
To me, I believe success is defined by the amount of value that you add to people, and then how the people coming along behind you are successful as well. So I think success is preceded by succession. So you have to help people become successful in order for you to be even more successful. So.
Okay. Over here.
Time, because I know me personally, that's when I'm the happiest, when I can do whatever I want to do. So if I got the time to do whatever I want, that's it. I'm happy about that.
Okay.
And over here.
Yeah, it's just hard to look at our men dressing like kids. Squared Away says, Thon, she is right. Sweater moves with BDE and blank boy energy. Pookie filters out these weird women. Salute to him. Much love. Thank you for that contribution, brother. Really appreciate you. If y'all could try to keep the profanity out of them, though, I don't, just for the monetization of the video. That's all. Not because I don't like the passion and the enthusiasm. I rock with you.
How do you define success?
For me, I would say it would be just being able to just do what you want every day. Just waking up and just living how you want to live. Not everybody can live how they want to live. That would be for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
And over here.
I have to echo Shedrick's sentiment when it comes to the value that you've been able to provide somebody else. If you have a community of people that you can kind of uplift, whether it's leading from behind or giving them access to, that autonomy, I think that's super, super powerful. And that would be a level of success that I could definitely aspire to.
Okay. All right, cool.
Thank you.
Okay, it is time to pop. Go ahead and pop one balloon. All right, so ready? Why was your balloon unpopped?
I definitely want to hear what she had to say. She's beautiful, so I definitely want to hear what she had to say. I like her answers to certain questions, so I was attracted.
Okay. Why do you end up popping his?
I honestly didn't understand your response, but also there's a way I carry myself, and I just feel like we wouldn't match when it comes to that. So,
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
cool.
All right, we've got 3 guys left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
The other question would be work-life balance. How do you practice that in your life?
Okay, how do you practice work-life balance?
Oba 39. That's a really good question.
You ever
That's
meet
something I struggle
somebody
with.
and they're so
I
boring,
am
you
newly
feel
into a
like they
career,
poisoned you?
and I'm really trying
Like-
to kind of like, make my bones, whatever you want to call it. And that has taken the priority of my life. And I think I'm here on the show because I need to find something to really not aspire to, but I need something finite or tangible that I could say, this is what I'm doing it for, versus trying to just find a balance. You know what I mean? So if I'm not working all the time, it's directly because I want to make sure that life of the people that
Eminem ATL says work-life balance equals traveling. Yeah. She wants to know how much fun you guys are going to be able to have. Like, what she means by balance, she means like how much are you going to be not working and being with her. That's the balance she's talking about.
I'm with is fulfilled or enlivened or something like that. So right now it's just work, and I'm here to find the balance. There we go.
Okay, thanks.
Over here.
For me, it would be work hard, play harder. I mean, you put in the work to do what you want. So I put in the grind to be able to travel and do what I want.
Damn, Daniel.
Okay.
And let's hear from you over here.
So I'm not a huge believer in work-life balance, only because I believe like how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if I'm gonna be my best self at work, I need to be my best self outside of work too.
Like that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and pop another balloon.
What an uninteresting question.
Okay, so Ice, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I like the naturalness. The eyelashes, the dimples, the pretty toes. I like it. She's gorgeous in her own way. I'm digging it.
Robert says travelary. It's just, I really am getting sick of hearing, like now men are leading with it. I almost wish I never said anything. Like I wish we never, you know what I mean, Robert? Like I wish we never did the Travelicia thing, because all guys did was like, oh, that's what they want? Oh, bet. I'm going to lead with that. Now guys are like, oh, I love to travel. It doesn't even look natural. They're just like, oh, look, they just say it. Because we've never been like this. That's not how guys are. And we love to travel, but we would never say it in the dating world up until now. We're hearing broads say it like it's the first thing that they say.
Okay. So why'd you end up popping his balloon?
Work-life balance is important to me. One of my deal breakers is someone who's a workaholic. And I know that you said...
Exactly. Work-life balance. Remember we said work-life balance? Ma'am, now it's very clear why you're still single and you're a decent-looking woman. You probably shouldn't have cut your hair. Don't know what made you do that. But anyway, even with that being said, not a bad-looking woman, but now I see why you're single. You think that you want a guy who's successful, but you want him to be able to have the money and the means to be able to travel around the world with you, and you want him to be available to you. Now, there are people who live those kind of lifestyles. A lot of times it's content creators and people who work remotely or stuff like that. But again, you would have to ask himself, why does he want a older woman who won't even let him smoke pot and she's got all these weird kind of rules and whatever, when he could deal with a woman who doesn't who's going to get on his page because he's the one with the value? That's what I don't think you considered that. Now, I have to move on from you because you're old and your time has come, it's passed, and we have to go to where a little bit more opportunity lies, even though this lady did not make the best out of her opportunity. Now, how much have we been addressing weight in the Black community when talking about dating and relationships, and not just with KS and his run, But before Mr. Samuels and all that stuff happened, there's been conversations about black women and their weight and how it's holding them back. And in particular, stopping them from getting a man. Now, what's getting ready to happen here is a direct reflection of that very conversation. Let's go ahead and get into it. Cash App, stop the show.
Hey, very busy.
Yes.
What do you like to do for fun?
Things I do for fun. One, I love to travel.
Oh my goodness. Somebody help me. This lady is crazy. I just don't understand. I just don't understand why why BWs in particular, why you are leading with this travel stuff. Like, I love to travel, blah, blah. I mean, I get it. Maybe that's just the way you're describing yourself, but I just think that there's a reason why so many of our women lead with that. Like, I think it signifies that you guys' mind is in a very juvenile place. And that, and not just that, but that you've minimized what men used to be valued for down, and you've reduced it down to them being an experience you can have. And see, this is what truly disconnects you guys from the women of old. You guys see men as like some extra bit of fun, versus women saw men as, back in the day, the women who built your family tree, they saw men as a necessity. They didn't see men as supplementary. Let's go ahead and get into it.
I like to go see new places.
Okay.
I like sports. Going to basketball games, football games. I like music, so going to concerts, listening to music, dancing. Yeah, and then I like to help people, others. So doing community work.
Good.
Mentoring, coaching, any way I can help my community.
Okay.
build.
Now, what do you look for in a man?
Things I'm looking for in a man. One, a man that knows the Lord. I'm looking for a man that is secure. And when I say secure, I mean secure in himself, secure in who he is, his abilities, and his future, where he's going.
Okay.
I also look for somebody that wants longevity, that's in it for the long haul, somebody that wants marriage, children. So, yeah, that's what I look for.
Now, what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers, cigarette smoking is a no for me. 420, do your thing, but, you know. Also, if you've been previously married, yeah. I'm not gonna do that one. So, sorry.
All right, cool. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's
Yeah.
go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Your name and age.
Desmond, call me Dr. Des, age 37, founder CEO of Platinum Care Health Solutions.
All right, and Desmond, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
She's a beautiful lady, attractive, nice teeth. I love that. I popped my balloon, one, because of the age, second, because of the legs.
The legs? What's wrong with her legs?
There's nothing wrong with your legs. I do pay attention to the full package,
Yes.
and I'm very specific when
Yes.
it comes to physical attraction. So that really didn't fall into my area of interest. Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah.
So you don't like thicker women? You like slimmer women?
That's a big bitch.
I love women that are fit. There's certain specifications I'm looking.
Now, I need you all to pay attention to the tonality of the way that she said that, since they like to talk about tone so much. You notice that she said, so you don't like heavy set women, huh? So what are you fat shame? You see how, like, men, the moment that we try to have a physical standard, it's all of a sudden we're being cornered and muscled, like that was like a threat in this Me Too climate of men can't say anything. She's just like, look, what? So you don't like plus size women? What if he doesn't? If women don't like short men have to just take that. If you guys don't like light skin or dark skinned men, those colored skinned men have to just deal with that. They don't get to just be like, what do you mean you don't like short guys? Like, I'm a tell. Like, guys don't do that. But you want to be men, but you could never live up to our standards. Your conditions sound like you want to be men, but you could never live like us, where rejection is real.
Looking for the thickness has to be at a specific location, so that's what I'm looking for.
Well, that's the African gene, so I can't help that one, honey.
Thank you.
I gotta just roll with it.
Stop blaming African genes on your body.
Shame in yourself. Ain't nobody shame.
Stop trying to blame your culture on like where your body is, like your culture and how much time you spent in the gym or whatever. No, I'm not letting you do that.
That's the DNA.
Beautiful
That's
teeth,
the ancestors.
though. I love it. It's
Stop it.
very wide
Yeah.
and very clean.
You have
I love it.
You have plenty of thin ancestors. What about those? What about your ancestors that were thin, that weren't fat?
Yeah, hygiene's perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Now, is he someone that's your type?
I like the way you're dressed. I love your outfit. Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll take that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We did get another pop down here. Your name and age.
Ice 44.
Okay. And Ice, why did you end up popping your balloon?
You seem real cool. You seem like you I feel good energy with you.
Okay,
But
thank you.
honestly, I don't feel that initial like whoa with you.
Yeah.
And that's something that I really would like.
Now, he wanted to call you. He wanted to say that you weren't physically up to par also. But then he just said what he just said. Instead, he gave you grace. He gave you consideration. This is what all men are doing on these shows. They're literally laying these women down on soft grass. Y'all were talking about men this, men bashing. But all I see is a bunch of men who really want to say, I'm not attracted to you because you're not fit enough. They just say something else.
In my woman, but I like the pretty toes. So I do
thank
like
you.
that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's
I
just-
appreciate that.
It's just not the initial spark.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
but
that's
cool, though.
understandable.
Okay.
Much love to Mick. Mick just dropped 20. Let's get it. He didn't even send anything with it. I just got a feeling he's trying to make sure that we may go about halfway there at this point. We'll see.
So now, is he someone that's your type?
I wouldn't necessarily say he's my type. To be
Okay.
No
honest.
problem,
And why
Mick.
not?
Thank you.
You know what? I'm not sure, but I think it's probably the chemistry as well. Initially, yeah.
All right, cool. We did get another pop right here. Your name and age.
My name ready because I'm always ready. I'm 42.
Shame in yourself.
I married my
Ain't
baby
nobody
mom
shame.
back in 2007. So, I mean, been divorced about 15 years, but
wow.
I was
Yeah.
married. Shout out to her and my son, DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you beautiful. I love brown skin women. I love thick women.
Yeah, that's understandable. He has beautiful eyes. Your eyes are very, very
I appreciate
beautiful. I
that.
like how you match your shirt with them. So
I
you,
matched you too.
you did that. He's a clean guy, soft-spoken. So yeah, I'd probably talk to Ice. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready though. Yeah.
Oh, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Ice. I'm sorry. Ooh. See, look. I'm thinking about... No, I'm sorry, ready. So the nicknames was getting me. So it's like, hold on. I got to keep up. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'll talk to Ready.
Okay.
Yep.
He just popped because, one of your deal breakers was someone who was divorced.
Yeah.
All right, David Edwards just dropped 34 and took the sponsor spot. It's a battle going on right now. Yeah, we're only $25 away from making goal. Let's get it. Let's let them finish off. I'm ready to get to the feature presentation.
Yeah. That's a little touchy one.
I get it. I appreciate it though.
Yeah.
Okay, and We had one more down here.
Hold on, what did she
Name
say
and
was
age.
touchy?
So yeah, I'd probably talk to Ice. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready though. Yeah.
Oh, ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's Ice. I'm sorry. Ooh. See, look. I'm thinking no, I'm sorry, ready. So look, the nicknames was getting me. So it's like, hold on. I got to keep up. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'll talk to Ready.
Okay.
Yep.
He just popped because, one of your deal breakers was someone who was divorced.
Oh yeah, right. The divorce.
Yeah. That's a little touchy one.
I get it. I appreciate it though.
Yeah.
Okay, and we had one more down here. Name and age.
I'm Jamie. I'll be 38 next month. Yeah.
Okay. So, Jamie, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I popped my balloon because I just wasn't physically attracted. I feel like it was the level of makeup, the level of lace front. And I usually go for like more petite women. I feel like she's very beautiful, but it's just not my particular style.
That's a big bitch.
Gotcha. So you don't like a woman that like takes care of herself, that looks good, puts into herself.
Yeah,
invests in
I was
herself?
on the fence for real. I'm not gonna lie.
Now, ma'am, again, he said what he said. And you should just respect it. Because this is how men have to deal with rejection in the dating market. I don't know where you audacious broads get off. And again, I just don't think you've considered it. But I know where you're confused. It's because you're getting a lot of attention when you go to the gas station and stuff like that. You go to Walmart, you stand in line. There's always some guy like shooting a shot or whatever the case may be because you're thick. But they want to smash. They don't necessarily want to marry you. You should more score your value in marriages or proposals, possibly. Depends on who the proposal's from. But it can be considered. Let's get back.
I lie, like I was like, you're not my normal type, but I almost, you know what I'm saying? I almost was going. So yeah. Kudos to you because you almost got me like out of my normal.
No, sometimes, but you like what you like. That's fine.
Absolutely appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Now, is he someone that's your type?
I think he's a handsome man. I like the sweater and the jewelry. Yeah, your eyebrows do look like you got them done, though. So I don't know if you could come for the lace
So
front.
do you love them or no?
If they're like actually did, like they
But
might.
you don't know.
They might be more
So
on
you
fleek
don't
than
know.
mine, though. I ain't
Okay.
gonna lie,
All
but
right.
that's fine.
I think that's a compliment.
Yeah, they're
Appreciate it.
but yeah, understandable. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
No shade.
Yeah,
No
it's
shade.
all right.
I'm sorry. I just look like, oh, okay.
Let's come on this way.
Patrick Kyle came through with 25 and said, drop that next show. Much love, guys. We made goal, and we're not even at the feature presentation. Every time we make goal, we're telling the system to suck it for everything that we lose through the system. Everything we lose that should rightfully be ours, we gain through every time we make that goal. So much love.
Sorry.
Lord
All
have
right, so
mercy.
we've got 3
We
balloons
must stay
left on
focused,
Pops.
brothers.
Go ahead
We
and ask
must
them a question.
Stay focused.
My first question is gonna be 5 years from now, what would you want your life to look like?
Okay.
What do you envision your life looking like 5 years from now?
Name and age, and what do you envision your life looking like 5 years from now?
I'm Dan, I'm 40. And 5 years from now, to push my clothing brand, advocate for sickle cell because my sister passed from it. I have it as well. So let's run the numbers up for people who look like us because they kind of sweep it under the rug.
Absolutely.
And not work.
Yeah.
The whole
love
not
that.
working thing. So.
Yeah. Awesome.
Over here, name and age, and answer to her question.
My name is Greg. I'm 41. 5 years from now, I'm still gonna be working. Like I'm really the hustler type. I'm real like entrepreneur spirit. Like I'm always like I have a life plan, and my life plan 5 years from now, I'll still be working on the empire. Like, I'm still building for sure.
But what do you want your life to look like? What are some things
5 years
that
from now,
you envision yourself having?
5 years from now, I'm financially set. Just living my life, doing what I want, doing exactly what I want to do,
Being free.
and work hard and play hard. I mean, cliche, but work hard, play hard. But like
Gotcha.
5 years from now, I plan to still be working and still
Yeah.
building my nuggets and doing what I'm supposed to do.
Exactly. Yeah, I got
Exactly.
you. Awesome.
Ma'am, if you have on one of those bodysuits, you're a liar. Like if you have on one of those things to where once you take that thing off or you unstrap that Velcro, and then next thing you know, here comes the truth falling out. Again, ma'am, you're a liar.
Name and age and answer to her question.
I'm Cedric and I'm 37. And 5 years from now, I see myself financially independent, growing a family, and just investing into anything that could add value back to me and my family, what my legacy is going to be.
Awesome.
Adam says overweight bird questioning a working man is crazy.
Awesome.
Okay. Let's head on back. All
like
righty.
that.
So I'm going to go ahead and actually flip it on over to you and have you answer your own question.
So 5 years from now, I want to get deeper in my career as an engineer and really continue to pave the way for women that look like me in the engineering field. I also want to start multiple businesses, so growing an empire that I can pass down to my children, and then having a family for sure.
Nice. All right. So let me hand you a pick.
Okay.
I'll have you hold on to that. And I am going to have you pop one balloon out of the 3 guys left.
This is the part that I'm scared of. Okay. Alrighty. I'm sorry.
Oh!
Sorry.
All right. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
She's gorgeous, and I like her. I like her aura. She's very well put together, soft spoken, and
you.
I like him tall and thick too.
I appreciate that.
All right. So why'd you end up
Somebody
Why'd you end up popping his balloon?
I just think out of the 3 guys, physically, aesthetically, as far as like a partnership, I would match better with the other 2.
Cool.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Thank you.
Yeah, but thank you.
All right. Go ahead and ask the 2 remaining guys another question.
Yeah, Next Level says she's a modern woman. Next, I'm ready to. To be honest, I'm ready to move on to the feature presentation. This lady, she was quite delusional also. But yeah. More pressing matters at hand. More pressing matters at hand. If you're a father out there tuning in from wherever you might be, in particular a single father who you know that you could be with your child more, but you're not with her because, with him or her, whatever gender that child may be, you're not with the child because the woman who you had the child with is very scorned. She's upset. She would rather you be with her, and you understand that woman is under the mind frame that if you don't want me, then you don't get any of us. And a lot of us men out there, we're in difficult dynamics if we have children by women who we didn't marry. But this is of one of the most awful and horrific situations a man can find himself in when you're a single father out here in these streets and you actually signed the birth certificate and you stepped up. Not if you ran off and didn't sign the birth certificate and you're a nobody and you just run off, but if you actually stepped up. In a lot of cases, and sometimes not, but again, I would have never expected that this would have happened on this type of show. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna break it down. Things got interesting. Of course, she got triggered. Let's get it. We made goals, so we can be loose. We're gonna walk through it. And first she seemed just like a normal chick with a bad demeanor, and then I had no idea. Let's go. Let's just get into it.
What is it?
My God.
Jean.
Jean?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you?
38.
And what do you do?
I'm to the healthcare business.
Okay. What do you like to do for fun?
I play sports.
What kind of sports?
Football.
Oh, okay. So what do you look for in a man?
Hobbies?
Anything.
Hobbies.
Oh, you just look for a man who does hobbies?
Yes, who has hobbies and intellectual ideas.
Okay.
Fashion, things of that nature.
Okay, what are some deal breakers?
Bad habits, bad energy, negative energy.
I wouldn't say that the energy you've given off is necessarily positive.
And not God-fearing.
Okay. All right, cool. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Your name and age?
Desmond, friends call me Dr. Des, founder CEO of Platinum Care Health Solutions. Age is 37.
Okay. And Desmond, why did you end up popping your balloon?
It was an easy pop for me. You're pretty, you're beautiful, just the age. I'm 37, you're 38. I'm an African man. I have to be older than my wife.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool. So now, is he someone that's your type?
He's handsome.
Okay. Cool. And then we had another one down here. Your name and age?
Ice 44.
And Ice, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I like the natural beauty. It's just the braids for me. That's really it.
Okay. What about the braids?
I just don't like them. I don't like them.
All right. So now, is he someone that's your type?
No.
Okay. Why not?
Just dressed like he's younger than what he is.
No problem. I got.
Now, I hate that you're making me agree with this wombat. Because she is a hyena. Her attitude sucks. But I do like to take moments to address black men. It almost don't even matter how much money you make. If you don't know, like, the time and a place to wear specific things, you got to grow up, brother. Like the other day, I was out, chilling with my son, e-biking with my son. I kid you guys not. We saw an older black man. He had braids, but he was balding. He had a cul-de-sac in the middle. And it didn't stop there. He had on a long jersey, looked like a Detroit Pistons jersey. I live in Michigan now. I think it was like a Detroit, Michigan jersey. Pants were sagging, Air Force Ones. And then, I kid you not, his phone rang, and I heard a kid on speaker, and it was like, Pawpaw. And I was like, oh, God, no. You can't be somebody's grandfather dressed like that. But he was, and he didn't seem like a bad man. He didn't seem like he was a bad person. I just thought he might have been suffering from a little bit of mental illness or something. But that's probably not the case either. It's just, I don't know. I just think there's this thing with black people. We think to be down, we got to stay young. And that's not it. That ain't it.
I get suited and booted, but I get it. It's cool.
Okay.
I'm comfortable. So.
My braids are.
But it is what it is. Thank you.
And I love my braids.
For sure.
I have African braiders, so yeah, from the motherlands. Very pricey. But thank you.
For sure.
Let's head on back. So we've got 3 guys left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
How many of your top friends do you have? Like your best friends, do you have any of those? And how long?
Cul-de-sac.
How long have you been friends?
Okay, start down there and come back
I'm
up.
done.
All right, name and age first.
I'm Jamie. I'll be 38 next month. I hate that you asked that question because, I mean, I have friends, but I don't really like people like that. So, yeah. More like 0. People cool, but not really.
Okay. So even like family, like nobody like you would consider real close?
I got family. I got people, you know. Shout out my homegirl Amber. Shout out my boy Brian. It's people, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really like people like that, so.
Okay. Good answer.
That's your answer.
Good answer.
That's that.
Exactly. Your name and age and answer to her question.
I'm Cedric and I'm 37. I have a best friend of 18 years, and then I have a best friend out here of 8 years. So 2.
What's up, Highway Skinny?
Okay.
Nice. Thanks for your response.
And over here, name and age and answer to her question.
Dan, 40. I got one best friend. It's been since the sandbox, but my cousin is like my brother. that's been for life. My brothers, that's been for life, but no new friends.
That's right. I agree with you. I cut off a lot of friends too, so don't really do those. Good answers.
All right. Well, let me hand you a pick then. I'll have you hold on to that, and I'll have you pop one balloon. Alrighty. So, Jamie, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
Something about what she was looking for, I respected.
Okay.
And so that's why I left it unpop. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So, but she's someone that's your type?
I wouldn't say necessarily my type, but she's not ugly. And there's just the way that she carried herself and what she was looking for. You know, I looked past the surface level, so I respected it. Okay. Absolutely.
All right. So, why'd you end up popping his balloon?
I kind of popped only because he said he hated that I asked the question. I'm sorry.
Nah, for real, because you could ask a question that made me look better, but that's...
You did look good. You
I
honestly,
appreciate
you
it.
looked really good.
Yeah.
But you just said you hated it, and
I'm
hate
sorry.
is a strong
it was
word.
a good question.
I'm sorry.
For somebody who had friends, but...
I don't have no friends either.
Okay, so
I'm solo.
we got that in common, so yeah.
Thank you.
All right. We've got 2 guys left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Are you big on family?
Okay. Are you big on family?
Yes, family first. And if you was with me, you'll be a part of that, so family first.
Over here, are you big on family?
I am. I come from a huge family. I have 6 younger sisters, and I have a lot of cousins, nieces, and nephews. So yeah.
Okay.
Are you big on family?
Yes.
Okay.
I love family. Family's number one.
Good. All right, guys.
Right.
Any questions for her? Right here. What's your question?
What kind of hobbies you like?
Working. That's like my hobby. But outside of that, I would say making creative art.
What about firearms? Home defense?
Oh, registered. Got something hot.
Okay.
I have a daughter, so I got something hot.
Me too.
Okay. Sit on over here. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
She has kids.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just not. It's not a preference for me. That's really it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, prior to her saying that, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
She seems very calm, very laid back, very chill, and I'm the same way, and that's really it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now, is he someone that's your type?
He's handsome.
Thanks.
Okay. Good. Thank you. All right. Any questions here between the 2 of you guys?
How do you feel about friendships?
Between,
The 2 people.
friendship, besties.
Like, if a girl walked by and we both look at that.
Well,
What
if
you
you
gonna
didn't
say?
see it, if I seen it first, we're both gonna look.
Okay.
Did you see that?
I seen that.
Okay.
Did you see that?
Of course. I probably seen it before you did.
Don't fall for it, fellas. Most women act like, oh, well, I want to look too. Stop. It's a trap. They can't handle it a lot of the times. It's really about the way you do it, the context. Like, you can't just be like looking at, especially if you're in monogamous situations. Women don't know themselves. Don't listen.
Let me bring you up here then. Come up here. Come on up. Okay, so he asked a question. Do you have a final question for him? If not, don't worry about it.
No final questions.
Okay, you're good.
How old is your daughter?
12.
Okay, now here we
Her
go.
dad, relationship. She
Pardon
got a
me?
relationship with
Here
her
we
dad.
go.
Oh, we don't do exes.
But that's her dad.
Yeah, but I mean, if he don't want it, why would she want it?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I beg your pardon?
Let's let's walk through what she said slowly. She said, if he don't want it, then she doesn't want it. Ma'am, that's straight up bullshit. That's what you want to be true. I never thought that a father was in a position where he was going to be alienated no matter what. I've never been so sure with no details that this guy doesn't have a chance in having a good relationship with his daughter. And not because of her or because of him, but because you're in the dynamic. But because you exist. I've heard some awful things since I started doing this 5 years ago. This is up there with the lady who was getting ready to leave her husband, her high value, terminally ill dying husband for a younger high value man. The woman who said that she didn't care about just getting kids out of a man. As long as she got her kids out of it, she didn't care about him. There have been a lot of horrible people. You're up there. You're top 5. Like one of the worst women we've ever covered when it comes to just like you're an awful person. And I can't stand that women like you are breeding, because anywhere where there are women like you having kids, there are men somewhere being locked out of their relationship with their child because you're telling the child, oh, well, since he's done with me, he's done with us. A lot of us men who are left in situations where the woman gets burdened easily by the child and the child is too much for the woman to handle, that can be a gift in so many regards, because the women who are fully prepared to take care of the child without you can put you through a whole different kind of hell. And this is going to give you a window into like what a lot of single fathers are dealing with out here. Let's get into it.
I dig it. I just lost my dad young at 12, so I encourage the relationships between both parents.
My condolences.
Thanks, but I need somebody to have their kid's father in their life, you know, just to show you the bigger person.
And it would be one thing if the father was deceased or like not around. But under your logic, you said we don't do exes. God, lady, woo. Because what about the child? What about your child? What about your daughter and her relationship with this father? And her father, excuse me. It doesn't seem you care about that. It sounds like you care about your feelings. It sounds like you care about the fact that you lost in the relationship. And this also sounds like some weird stepdaddy snare that you have set. Like, oh, if you come into our life, you better stay because you won't be able to be with this beautiful, amazing daughter that I'll let you get to know. And that's why they won't deal with you in the first place. You probably shouldn't say something like that off rip, even if you mean it and you're a terrible person. You probably shouldn't say it, because who would be involved? Who would get involved with your daughter under those conditions? Understanding that if things go bad, he'll have no connection to the child. This makes sense why women do such a bad job at being stepmothers when they break up more than guys are easy. Guys can stay a stepfather after the breakup. The women, they can't have anything to do with the child because they're ready to chop off their emotional connection to children just like that, or their emotional connection to another person just like that.
Okay, well, yeah, you should pop.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
I'm big in my kid's life, so I just want what I put out for every kid.
Facts, like, and she's worse off without him. Don't you ever in your little ashy life think that your daughter is just okay with you. Just like thinking that like you women think you can raise boys without men because somebody told y'all that y'all were strong and independent. You believed it. You heard a few Boosie songs, and now all of a sudden you think you don't need a man. But I'm gonna tell you this. She's now more likely to end up on a stripper pole or standing out on a corner because of the choices you made, because of bitterness you garner. You awful, awful wombat of a bitch. Like, I can't even believe you are, like...
Because I grew up the streets, so I didn't have a father figure. I think every child should have both parent figures.
Yeah, this is not a conversation I want to have because I think our level of understanding on relationships and bonds between a daughter and a father is something that's neither here nor there. I lost my father a couple of years ago, and he wanted to be in my life. So, yeah, that's something totally different.
What does that got to do with anything? What does your father passing away recently have to do with anything? Just because your father just recently passed away, what does that got to do with the fact that you're keeping, and the fact that like he wanted to be in your life, and since like he couldn't because he passed away, that is not the same circumstances as you saying that your daughter's father can't be in his daughter's life because you're no longer with him. That's bullshit. Stop bringing your dead parent. You're an awful person. You're even willing to bring up your dead parents and dig their corpse up and stand it up and then like put it in front of you and like block bullets with their dead corpse. You're a horrible woman. And if you never heard that anywhere, I'm gonna tell you today right here on this show, you're an awful person. You're a terrible mother. Your son and whoever this young girl's father is needs to take you to court immediately.
Different, but for you to touch that and not know the dynamic of it or, you know, the history of it, I'm glad you popped because I was going to pop for you.
Hold on, wait a second. Don't try to turn it around on him.
Shame in you. Oh, ain't nobody shame.
Don't try to turn it around on him and say, oh, you don't have all the details. You don't have all the information. What do you mean? He has the information that you gave him. You told him that he asked he asked you a simple question and you answered it. He responded to your answer. You said when he asked, where's the father? What's the relationship with the daughter and the father? You said, we don't do X's.
Gotcha.
You said we don't do X's. We don't do X's. And that's not even something that it sounds like a child would say.
Shame in you. Oh, ain't nobody shame.
It doesn't even sound like something that a child would say. Children don't. I bet you when you and her father broke up, your daughter didn't come up to you and say, we're gonna leave. We're not fooling with daddy no more. I ain't mad at daddy for breaking mommy's heart. I don't want to talk to daddy anymore. I bet you he didn't say that. I bet you she didn't say that. I bet you said that. And this is the type of stuff you women need to start getting locked up for. This type of stuff should be illegal because it does grave damage to a child's relationship with their father. And when the children address you all about it, later on when they get older, you say, oh, everything I sacrificed for you, everything I put you through, all the ballet recitals I paid for, and you start trying to throw all your receipts in her face so she doesn't want to see the truth. Everything I've done to get you to this place, and you want to talk about how I turned you against your daddy. Yes. Yes, I do. Black men definitely don't have a place to stand up to their black mothers. I know black women don't want to stand up to y'all mothers. Y'all be scared, trembling in your boots, trembling in your Uggs or whatever.
Well, I just know what I was missing. So,
but you're not my daughter, so you don't know, how she feel about that situation.
Totally understood.
Thank you.
And it ain't my place to step.
What do you mean? And you don't even have to apologize to her. I'm stopping. You don't even have to apologize to her, brother. What you apologizing to her for? And the only reason why she got triggered is because you weren't supposed to have a problem with what she said. But she said it. She didn't have to say the whole, we don't do X's. And she must have thought you were going to think that meant like you and her are a locked bond. So that if you come in there, you got to stay in. So don't come in here and play around with us. But all you did was expose that you're keeping your child away from her daddy. And understand that if your child end up on OnlyFans or she ends up popping her booty or acting wild out here on IG, understand that your decision to keep her father out of the home is a huge variable in why that was the outcome. Or if she can't pick good men or the guys who she chooses are sketchy, Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Never seen anything like this. We don't do X's. I like how you just handed a child who doesn't have critical thinking skills and the ability to be able to ration and have both sides of the story and everything, you just handed her a perspective. And if there's anything I got wrong, I'll allow you to come onto my show and defend yourself. Hit me on IG. I'll have you come on. I won't even talk to you through IG. You have to talk to me in front of my audience, though, because they had to bear this whatever this is, and they had to watch you stink up the place like this, so they should be able to hear your explanation as well. So if you're not willing to come on the show, then it is what it is. But again, if you want to hear honesty about your situation in a real perspective, you should probably talk to men. I bet you there have been plenty of black women who you could sit around and say, yeah, girl, that's it. Yeah, because if he ain't fooling with you, how the hell he fooling with his baby? Knowing damn well they wouldn't do that. Black women, y'all just be watching each other sink. Y'all hear each other say things that are stupid and delusional, but just so that y'all can be clicked up, y'all don't say anything. You guys are all a part of the problem. Y'all stinking the community up. The reason why these women feel like it's okay to just be like, oh yeah, like if you don't got feelings for me, how could you have feelings for my baby? I can't stand you, the dirty booty butt legging girls who think that like just because a guy don't want nothing to do with you, that automatically that has something to do with the child. Just because a guy don't want to fool with you and he don't like you and he doesn't want to talk to you and he can't stand you, that doesn't mean that he doesn't love his child. You women are ridiculous. It speaks to how arrogant you are and how much you see a world where only you're the center of it. Like, oh, if I lose, everybody loses. My baby can't have a relationship with her dad. He can't have a relationship with her baby because I got my heart broke. You're ridiculous. Grow up. Get over it too. Like, how long was it? Shit, he must have been hitting the back of that thing. He must have had you blacking out afterwards. You sleeping for 4 days after he was smacking that thing because you're mad about it. Like, you can't stop thinking about it. I think you're mad that other women are getting it. And every time you think about it, you start thinking about every time it jams your shit. You're just like, and you can't take it. So you have to keep so the only way you can feel better about being mad that he's taking that kingdom rod, that King Kong rod around the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only way you can feel better about it is to keep him away from his child. Some of you women are like this, like, oh yeah, you want to see your baby? Come over here and clap these cheeks. You're shameful. Shameful. Of the most disturbing of probably women we've covered. You're sick. I wasn't even gonna come back till Monday. I took one of my vacations. I said, you know what? We got to talk about this before this loses steam. People might forget about you. And I don't want them to forget about you. I want everybody on the internet to remember you, to remember who you are, what kind of person you are, and understand that you represent so many archetypes of single mothers out here who are leveraging the system to be able to keep their kids away from their dad. I remember one time I was dating this girl. She had daughters. And man, this just blew my mind. She wasn't letting the father put his daughters in the tub. Like, she was like doing this thing where it's like, she was like, no, I don't want him putting my daughters in the tub. I have like my mama come over there and whatever, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what? You did what? I immediately lost attraction to her. I was just like, yeah, you're not my kind of single mother to date. I mean, I don't discriminate from single mothers, but all I'm saying is I'm not going to date you because you're weird and crazy. You think that your child is you think your child is something that is your property to like handle when it's just as much the man's child. It's just, I hate you women who think like, who when you're arguing with a guy, you're like, my baby, my child. Trying to make the man feel as if like you ain't gonna handle my baby. Like as if as if the father has lost sight of the fact that he also is in the child's life also, and that he's just as much, if anything, the child, scientifically, the baby is more his child than it'll ever be hers. Yet women are like, that's my baby. It's like, you women are child thieves is what you are. You're just using the system to do it. A lot of you women are kidnappers. You're just using the system to do it. You'll take a man's seed and not let him get to know it. And you guys think that y'all are like noble, independent, and strong. You're not. You're horrible. You're a disease. You're a mole. Nobody needs you. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I enjoyed delivering it. I'm glad that we made goal. I've been triggered from the beginning of this call all the way till now. Still was lighthearted. Much love to our show sponsor, David Edwards. Let's give it up for David Edwards and everybody else who pitched in to help us reach goal. I appreciate all of you guys for rocking out. I'll see you guys with some more work tomorrow. Be good, guys.